finishing his sophomore year. I have 3 points basically that I wanted to bring out. First of all, in my professional life, I'm the clerk of board of supervisors in the county of Sonoma, and as such, I am charged with responding to many Public Records Act requests. So I'm very familiar with the Act, and what I have to do is respond within 10 days to let somebody know that I've received their request and that I'm in the process of gathering the information. If I can't respond to them with the information within 10 days, I have to negotiate with them a reasonable amount of time, or else I'm in trouble. I don't think 2.5 months to provide the information that's been requested in the request that we've made. I don't think 2.5 months, which just coincidentally happens to be the day before the cuts become final, is reasonable. So I would say, just from my personal experience in this field, that is, as the gentleman said, a delay tactic. Another point that was brought up tonight was what would be a reason against continuing the programs for 1 more year to do a more thorough process. And everybody seems to be very concerned about the new recruits. Oh, well, how are we going to recruit new students to our campus if maybe their sport is going to be cut in a year? Hey, how about the guys that you recruited last year and the year before who came here? And finally, and maybe Mr. Medved can help me because you're a smart engineer and you figured out how to set problems up. I did a little simple math calculation, and I need somebody to tell me why this is wrong. The soundbite that the administration gave out when the announcement was made was that by cutting these 4 sports, they would save $5 million over 5 years. Okay, so $5 million divided by 5 years is $1 million per year. $1 million divided by 27 for the 2017s, that's $37,000 each. That is a spit in the ocean. That's nothing. Why is that? Why can that not be accomplished? Somebody needs to tell me where the flaw is in my thinking, because it
won't be me.
Seems simple to me. And basically that's it. I'm really proud of all you kids. I agree that it would be great if there was more support from the other sports that aren't affected, at least not affected yet. I can see maybe they're trying to keep their head down because they don't want to draw attention to themselves because, hey, we're safe now. But
they're not safe.
Yeah, and as we stood outside of the Aggie auction with the silent protest a couple of weeks ago and saw a lot of the other athletes file past us, I hope they at least felt a little something for their cohorts who are being cut. So anyway, keep up the good work, and we parents will be behind you guys.
Oh wait, I forgot to explain.
Next up, we have Joseph Sticks.
Your mom's rocks.
You can applaud, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, my name is Joseph Stitz, as I was introduced. I guess I'm going to start with a little background. I'm a freshman here, and I came from a family of swimmers on the swim team. My sister, Stacey Stitz, Linfield now, she was an Olympic gold medalist. I've always aspired to go to the Olympics. I told Pete, my coach, this when I was recruited, although now it's looking a little iffy. I'm not great at improv, so I wrote down some things, some points I wanted to say. I've only been here 1 year, but in that year I've learned the grassroots principles of Davis through my direct interaction with the fine people here in the community, and specifically at this university. I've learned this is a can-do community built on the progress of our opportunities, a community built on respect and caring, as the back of my ID card says. I could read it for you, it's a little long-winded. Basically says that we're here to respect one another and care for each other. Legitimately care, and I found that in and out of the community, and try our hardest to maintain a sincerity. So one of the things said is, how do you recruit? And this is going to address by a few people. when there's a threat to the team being cut. Well, before I signed, I was told that there was a possibility we could be cut. And I truly weighed this decision. I sincerely weighed the possibility. But I realized that I still wanted to come to Davis. Even though we could have been cut, I still wanted to come and swim here. And it was because in the sincerity of an honest and hardworking man's voice, my coach, Pete Monikaitis, I could hear that he was willing to tell me up front that we may not be able to swim, but if you do swim, we're the hardest working team in the Big West Conference, and we will win. I could hear that. You may not directly said it. And lo and behold, another thing is that it is a recruiting advantage, as Dave said from Cal, and because it was a decision I had made, and it was one where I realized that if I don't come here, this team could still be cut. But if I come here and they're cut, I know that I have responsibility as a student athlete, as a swimmer, as a dedicated person to sport, to really fight like hell. And all of you are here for the same reason, that you came here maybe unsure if you could be cut. I don't know if you realized the recession was going on, but I know it was a hard decision to make, but I came here knowing that if not me, then who? And I wanted to end with this, but instead I'll just throw it in now. There's a famous poem about the Holocaust, and it's one of the greatest tragedies, I guess. I don't know off the top of my head, but to paraphrase, it's, well, first they came for the Protestants, and it was not me, so I did nothing. And then they came for the Jews, and it was not me, so I did nothing. And then they came for so-and-so, and then finally they came for me, and, well, who was there to help me? And it's really that if we don't stand up now, and we don't unite, then there will be no one here to help us. We are the ones who help everyone else in the future. We can only be here to help ourselves and to help all the generations of swimmers and rowers and wrestlers and indoor track runners. We're the only ones here to help them, and these opportunities are not just being cut from me, a freshman who's in my infancy here,